the question that I have for you is who or, what comes to mind when I just say the term role model, like for you?
I mean, I think it's just anybody that you look up to, different types of people that you aspire to be like, or different qualities that someone possesses that you hope to have or hope to become. But like my traditional like thought process of like a role model is like it has to be like somebody that's a female. For me, I'm saying
Sure.
But I think
we identify with who we kind of really are.
Right. But as we were planning this, I started to really like dig deeper into like I said, the things that I like about people and personality types, and
why you're drawn to people.
Why I'm drawn to people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, me looking up to another female.
Yeah.
And you'll see that when I share my
for
people.
me, like I said, when I was planning this, like the first initial things that I would just go back to is like, who did I look up to as a kid, right? And as a kid, it was always like, oh, I want to be like that athlete,
right?
Or I want to be like that rock star,
right?
Or I want to be like that movie star or whatever. And while I don't think sometimes that has to be a bad, like that doesn't have to be a negative role model, but more often than not, those celebrity type role models, we only know what we're given,
right? And,
we really
sometimes
don't know what's
their
behind.
Success is a little unattainable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain aspects of their life. For us,
well, it's a manicured thing that we're given. Like,
right, we don't always know everything about them. We only know, like you said, what's given. So we can't always look up to them per se because we don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
I think for me, this planning was a little bit more difficult because, and if you've watched our episodes or some of our episodes this far, I have had a tricky upbringing. And so certain aspects of my life led me to having a hard time figuring out who was my role model, or who did I look up to as a kid. I think that was difficult for me to think about as we were planning this.
So who, like what, and this, it might be a celebrity, it might be somebody like that, but who's like in your eyes, looking back as early as you can remember, like who do you feel like
as a kid?
Like as a kid, like that's somebody, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a celebrity. Like it could have been a teacher.
I think my grandmother.
Oh wow, so a family member.
I think so.
Yeah, I think a lot of people say a grandparent.
I think because I lived with my grandmother for a lot of my younger life until I was 9, with my mom obviously, but I've also just watched her all my life be the glue of our family.
Yeah.
And especially as we've all gotten older and have our own families and our own children, it's harder and harder for us all to get together. But she just has this presence about her that is so positive and so uplifting. She tended to always be the one person that reminded me I could get through it. So I think as a kid, that was what I needed.
Yeah.
And she was always a constant of reminding me, like, well, actually, she got me the book, The Little Engine That Could. And even when I graduated college, that was my gift from her, is like, if you think you can, you can.